Hi, we have Amy Fox from the Foxy Oracle. Amy and I went through the night walk at the abandoned hotel. So before we proceed with how she felt about the place, let her introduce herself and her platform. Amy.
All right. Hello everyone. My name is Amy Fox. I'm the founder of the Foxy Oracle, whereby we share things about spirituality, positivity, quantum physics, metaphysics, psychology, and sometimes paranormal. So, when the paranormal part, this is where I meet KK for our Parabax trip.
Parabags.
Okay, so I've been in the spiritual industry, spiritual field for more than 12 years now and still learning, still upgrading myself in that sense. So I have a lot of experiences, a lot of knowledge that I can share with people for those people who wants to know more and understand more about the spiritual realms, about all these things that is unseen per se. So yeah, basically when we were, can I just start on the
Yeah, let's proceed. So
okay,
with
so
the
this
day
is
recce itself.
so this is our first time doing uh, a Parabax trip in Indonesia.
Mm,
Okay, because usually our Parabax is in
Malaysia.
Malaysia, whereby I notice, right, the common things that I see for Malaysian Parabax trip, the spiritual entities will usually play with the equipments.
Mm,
Whereas for this particular trip, I'm not sure whether it's just in Batam or in Indonesia in general. They are much more hostile per se. They are much more aggressive per se. Because
wow.
they do not, number one, they are very difficult to detect. So usually when it comes to any paranormal outing, yeah, for
Mm-hmm.
even Reiki, I will usually, as a spiritualist, I will usually Reiki the place first and
Mm,
see if I can connect to the leader of the domain.
mm,
Okay, so that is where for the one in Indonesia, I cannot detect any specific entity that has a high level energy or is like so called the leader of the place. Lah. Okay,
mm.
so that is where I'm like, okay, maybe this place does not have a leader.
Yeah.
However, the place, right, the energy feels very off. The energy feels very off to the point that I cannot sense whether it's a good energy, but there is an energy over there, but it's not bad either. It's just very dodgy. The word is dodgy.
Mm.
You cannot put a finger to it. Like, what is this?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So even when I try to scan through my
Uh,
mind's eye, right, I
uh,
cannot detect any form of spiritual beings or people say
oh.
spirits. Like, I don't believe in ghosts. Yeah, by the way. I believe in
Mm, mm,
spirits. So
mm,
that is where when was trying to detect, right, I cannot sense any or see any that is present, like really like in your face. No. So usually is the case whereby there were eight of us, 10 of us,
nine.
nine.
Yeah.
So it's usually the case whereby we were walking linear, right, in a straight
Mm,
line. I'll be the last few to actually walk.
mm,
And then I
mm,
will usually see behind the second last person, there will always be a shadow person that is flashing by. Just
oh.
yeah, it's either that or they're just lurking like just looking, and I'm like, oh my god, I don't like this kind. I don't like this kind of
Oh.
this particular species because they are known to be very mischievous. They are known to be very malicious.
Mm,
They don't have a pure intention. So that's why I'm like, lama. So usually for us, right, who understands the spirit realm, right, it
mm-hmm.
functions the opposite whereby the present realm that we are in. So if let's say ours is in
Mm.
daylight, theirs is night. So
Ah,
ours is
yes.
midnight, theirs is opposite. So that
Mm,
is where usually the activity starts to happen 6 p.m. onwards.
mm.
Okay. So that is where um Archie from the paranormal consultants actually say, how about you try to lure or try to invite all the
Mm.
spiritual entities to be more present. I say
Yeah, yeah.
it's gonna be pointless because the morning shift and the night shift, different people. I say that. Yeah,
So,
if you know what I'm trying to say.
so that means our daytime will be their nighttime. So
Correct.
they will be less active. Even you lure them, you might not get anything.
Even if I lure them, it will not be the same one when it's at night time.
Mm,
Different.
mm.
Yeah, so I say no, you just be wasting the bait, the things.
Yes, yes, yes.
So that is where I'm like, okay, never mind. Just see how it goes lah at night.
Mm.
So that is where when we were there at night to start on our filming, our recording and whatnot, right? Um, I still couldn't detect any form of energetical presence, like any spiritual presence. I'm like, this is really strange. I really cannot find.
Mm.
Me to say, they conceal themselves very well.
Even we are talking about night walk already, is it at this
Yeah,
point?
at night, yeah. They
Mm.
conceal themselves very well.
Mm.
Because again, I cannot see anyone. I cannot detect any presence energetically or whatsoever. So that is where when Achik asked, right, like, okay, who wants to go first? And then you and I was like, okay, come, can we go first?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because I need to make the presence known again, like, hey, we come here in peace.
Mm.
We don't intend to cause any disturbances, blah blah. All the formal greetings are between the spiritualist and the spirit realm. Okay,
Mm.
so that is where I'm sure you were you how do I put this? You saw when we were actually when we got in, right? When we got in, I
The
was
pool.
the pool, yeah. So I was guided to the pool, actually. I
Oh,
was
you were
guided to the
guided.
pool. Yeah, I was guided. The
Mm.
first place that I need to go, because I was asking the viewers inside my life. I was like,
Ah,
okay guys,
yes,
where should we go? Right.
yes.
So they all said, go right. Okay, go right. Then that is
I,
where I feel like, okay, maybe we need to go to this place. Imagine, yeah, I'm sure you heard it. Before we even step to the place, the sounds
the
of
place is silent.
the sound of crickets, the sound of the frogs was working like busy, like orchestra right there. But
Mm.
the moment when we enter and
Assalamualaikum.
we put our foot there, right, and then that is where I say my greeting lah. That is where I say my greeting. It was pin drop silence,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, which means that our presence has already been acknowledged.
Mm.
It's simple as that. So that is where, okay, now this is where it starts.
Mm.
So my frustration, right, for any time when we do live streaming,
Mm.
whenever the energetic is high, it will always cause a
Ah, okay, okay.
lagging, and it's so infuriating, especially right.
Uh,
Sometimes when I go for live stream alone, right, I will rely on my viewers for blind spots,
yeah, correct, correct. Yeah,
because I may not see what they see inside.
definitely. Yeah.
Correct. So that is where they say, Mama lagging," and I'm like, "Alamak." So thankfully they understand that it's as such lah, because
Uh,
the energy is very high over there. So that is why we had to leave that place. Okay,
are,
so
are we talking about the whole hotel or just the poolside?
the poolside itself, yeah,
Oh, the
because the
lagging is
pool,
the poolside.
correct, the poolside is lagging
Ah.
all the way from the tunnel right to the pool itself is
Mm.
lagging.
Mm.
So by at the corner, you remember the place where I first placed the candle,
The
the two light candle?
candle, yeah.
Yeah.
That
So
corner, yeah.
actually, if let's say we place our camera over there, I can promise you that we confirm will get footage,
Oh,
a sighting, because there is a lady over there that likes to,
at that corner of the pool.
yeah, at that corner. So that is the
Mm.
lady. When I placed the candlelight, right, she
Mm.
volunteered to follow us.
Oh, okay.
She volunteered to follow us as a guide. That is why
Ah,
when I was going live stream, right, my viewers kept saying, "Mama, there's a lady behind. Mama, there's a lady behind somewhere." I say,
ah,
yes, I know. That one is the one that is following us.
okay, okay. So
Yeah. So
when we talk about the guide is like that is what you always try to establish with the local entity.
the
Is that
local
what you
entity,
always,
correct.
yeah?
So
So
the
in the
local
day,
so the local entity, right? Usually my strategy is to always find the leader,
ah,
the overruler.
yes,
So at least if
yes.
anything, right, he can help to override the
Mm,
authority.
mm,
But there isn't any.
mm. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So that is where she volunteered without even having me to ask her. Right, she said,
Okay.
"I will guide you through." So that is where
Yeah. Okay.
she will bring me along. But little that I know, even for her presence, right, she is limited to some places.
Places.
Yeah, so that is where for us, the most highest activity, right, is not on the second floor. The second
Ah.
floor, yes, there are movements and whatnot, which I feel that it's fortunate for us to not encounter such extreme situation like Arai did, or like Achik did,
Yes.
like Sarah did. But for
Yes.
us, it's much more on a safer level because we are protected.
By this particular lady entity?
By this lady and also my guides.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, so that is where, remember when we enter the ballroom?
Where you set your candle down
Yeah, the candle
at
in
the
the middle
middle.
of the
Yeah.
place. So that is where, right, we were the one who entered first, correct?
Yes.
So that
Yeah.
is where we set the frequency energetically
Yeah, you
high,
did. Yeah.
correct? When we enter the back room toilet, remember?
Where there's the staircase down.
Yeah, so that is where already when I see that place, right, my spiritual guides already say, do
Don't
not go
go.
down. They already say, do
Oh,
not go down.
go
Okay,
down. Yeah.
yeah. But then the other team, they went, right?
No, they heard something. They didn't dare to went down to go down. So yeah, yeah. But there was a lot of activities in the ballroom.
A
Uh,
lot.
when you summon, when you ring the bell, summon. The point
Yeah.
that you stop, I can feel. You were saying they're coming. I can feel they're coming. No joke, no, they are coming. Yeah. So, uh, yeah, it's the place is very vibrant. Maybe you can say that it's vibrant. Then there was on level 2. There's also a room that you mentioned. There was a portal. I don't know. You remember? You say it's a portal for them to go from one realm to the other.
That one is by the pool.
Yes, the room is by the pool, but it's on second level.
Oh
Or is it a
yes,
first
yes,
level?
yes. It's a connection. So because the portal went, the portal is like
There are two rooms.
it's like that. If you want to see, like,
Uh,
it's like
uh,
that. So
oh,
whatever in between, right, it goes like
uh,
that, diagonally up.
oh.
So that is why even when we were in the second floor, on the second floor, I can still see the rift. It's like a rift like that. I don't know how to put it in words.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that is why I'm like, the thing is still here, which means that people, the entities can still pass through.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, and when I vividly remember when we enter the room, I think that was when your first torchlight start to go off. I think one of one of the torchlight went off. Then
correct.
I
My
heard,
torch.
yes, or the torch we can talk about later. Then I heard a very visible footstep outside the room.
Oh snap!
Yeah, that was the scariest footstep. And I mentioned to Sarah that this kind of footsteps is not fidgety things like maybe insects movement, or it's a real footstep, and I can feel a presence telling us that they are there. But you mentioned that the place is a portal, so it is quite, yeah,
The
it's
movements is
quite,
very
yeah.
active. Yeah. Truthfully, right, I'm really thankful that you are not someone who would like, ooh, like
No, no,
very
no,
like,
no, no,
yeah.
no, no, no,
So
no.
really thankful because if I were to have someone who is like that, right, I cannot focus on my
Concentrate.
composition.
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
So I need to focus on you. I need to focus on the surroundings.
All
So
right,
that
right.
is
Yeah.
yeah, it's divided. So that is where when we were on the second floor
Yeah.
outside the ballroom. Remember,
Yeah.
it's like, hey,
Yeah.
there's a stairs leading down,
Leading down,
and
which
then
we never went in the daytime.
correct. There's like,
Yeah.
so I was compelled to go down. I was
Oh, you
really
was compared. I thought was your audience, your Foxys, urging you to go down. I remember.
some say don't, some
Or some
say
say
go
don't.
down. Yeah, some say
Uh,
don't. Yeah, so there's like, okay, guys, let's go down.
uh,
So when we go down, we say, what is this place? So because
yeah.
the stairs leading down is going to the musola. Musola is the Muslim prayer hall.
Prayer
In
hall.
case
Yeah.
you guys do not know, lah. In case the
Mm,
viewers do not know, musola is
mm,
a prayer hall for the Muslims. Okay,
mm,
so there is like, this one is the hall. So I thought like wherever it leads to, the whole place is just the musola. But no,
mm,
the musola is to the right under the staircase.
mm.
The whole space there. So I'm like, Oh my god. So thinking like maybe it's you used to be a prayer room, right? So most
Mm.
likely that the energy within the space is positive. Correct or
Yes,
not?
yes.
Logically you would think like that, what? Because people
Yeah,
pray
you
there.
logic. Yeah, yeah.
So that is where um because I was holding the camera, so my focus is on the screen.
The screen.
I wasn't focusing much on you, but I can sense you, like, I can feel you. So that is why I don't have much worry. So when I went into the room,
Mm.
um, there wasn't any lagging, so it was very clear. So I was
Yeah.
I was focusing on the ablution point. Okay, the
Mm.
ablution point where they cleanse themselves, per se. So
Mm.
that is where I
Mm.
remember you were standing behind me.
Correct.
Yeah, you were standing behind me, and then I was like still looking at the comment, blah blah blah, just to make sure that there's no lag, lah, just to make sure.
Mm.
And then the moment I turned, I
Mm.
didn't see you. The
Oh,
the moment when I turned, there was already an entity that is facing me. So
covering
that's I'm
me.
like, okay, who are you?
Mm.
That is where I see that. If Muslim ladies when they pray, they always wear that white color pelekong,
Yes.
pelekong.
Ah. Ah.
So I was surprised, like, who are you? And then the fact that she wasn't looking the most pleasant, because her whole
Mm.
face is just black.
Oh,
Her whole face is just black. And the moment I turned, right, the first thing that she told me was,
get out of
leave
here.
from this room, get
Ah.
out from here, leave from
Ah.
this room, get out from here.
Yeah.
And then that is where I'm like, okay, so my vision is already focusing on you because you were still lost. You were still like macam don't know what you were doing.
Oh, I was like very fresh to this place. That I saw you call it the ablution. It's like a cleaning place, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I
So
was
that
like,
is where
just,
when I turned, you were facing me, ma. I remember that you were
yeah.
facing me. So my focus weren't you. My focus was all those that were around you is already like they were like
Wow.
grouping to like
Covered. I'm surrounded by them.
surrounded. That's why I said, okay, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out. That's why you were like, what happened, what happened? Get out, get out, get out, get out. You know
No,
what I say?
no. I remember what you said. Is sorry, 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 sorry. Then you just walk
Yeah,
out.
yeah, yeah, I remember that.
So
Because
when
they
that's
won't.
the case, I know something is not right. I just follow. I don't ask questions.
I love people who are like this. They will just listen first and then later
No,
I will tell.
because I don't know the place. I don't know. Is it? It looks like a very. It's like you said, prayer room. The place is quite clean actually. The whole place is quite
Right?
clean. The wall is quite still very pretty, keeping quite new, nice and clean. So it's something very strange to me. It's a comparison from the ballroom, remember, and it's so close.
Correct.
Yeah. So, but when the moment you were like, no, 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 we gotta go. I just okay, let's go. I don't want to ask any
Yeah.
question. Then you, oh, I don't know. You mentioned or you just say we will answer. We will
Later,
reply.
later.
Explain later. Let's get
Yeah,
out of
yeah,
here.
yeah.
When that's the case, my sensors tell me, this place is not
No good.
so good.
No
Yeah, the
good.
vibe is not so good. Better not say anything. Yeah, not to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that is where like, okay. Um Even then also I never share with you. Even after we left that place,
Hmm.
I never actually share
No,
with
you
you.
didn't.
Yeah,
Until
because
until the end when we before the when we after the isolation, I remember.
correct.
Yeah, yeah.
So I was just like, okay, sorry, sorry, sorry. Like that thing. So that is where you set for your isolation, ma. So for the
Mm.
isolation, I cannot say much, but then unless for you to share your experience, lah.
Mm.
Okay. So that is where um before we hit for the isolation, we went to the third floor, remember?
Yes, we went to third floor. We went to a fourth floor.
Fourth
Third
floor.
floor. Do you remember anything? The fourth floor a lot. We will talk about the fourth floor. But the third floor, do you remember? Is there any feeling you had?
Okay, so for the third floor, right, all
Uh,
my foxes, all my baby fox, right, they say,
uh.
Mama, don't go up. Mama, don't go up. They keep saying that,
Already this.
Yeah, because imagine, yeah, most of my foxes, right, they are also highly intuitive. They are energetically
Mm.
sensitive. So
Correct.
imagine,
Yeah.
yeah, from where they are, right, most of them kept vomiting, because of the
Ayo,
energy so overwhelming. Yeah, they
just
kept
through
vomiting.
watching the live stream, they
Yeah,
have already. Oh my goodness.
yeah,
Okay, okay.
yeah. So
Actually,
that's why they keep saying,
yeah.
wow, this place is very hardcore.
Oh, I
Yeah.
mean, they inclined to. I mean, or not inclined. Are they attracted to these kind of places, or they just watching your live stream. That's it.
They are watching the live stream, but because
Ah.
they are energetically sensitive, so they can connect.
Okay.
Yeah. So that
Okay.
is
So
where
we
so
are the
that is
third
where when we go
floor.
to the third floor,
They say don't go up to level 4.
don't go, Mama, don't go up, Mama, don't go up. But I'm like, okay, let's explore.
I mean, we are there already, right? And we still
Yeah.
have some time to. Okay, and we don't want to cross path with Achik and
Correct.
Arai. Yeah, we
Correct.
want to explore some other places before we go to the
Correct.
isolation point. Yeah.
But you see, to think of it, right? The hotel is very wide, you know. There is wing A
Yeah.
and wing B.
Even the
Why
wing A
is
is
that we didn't go to the other wing? Why is it that we are always playing with around the same wing? Do you notice or not?
no, the other wing. Are you talking about the isolation part, or are we just talking about this existing uh this existing part, but there are different corridor?
Yes.
We are just at always at one side of the corridor.
Notice or not?
I noticed.
Yeah.
Even
So that
actually,
is where actually, right, from my view, right, my guides already paved the places that you can over here is safe to go. The rest of the place don't go. It's not safe.
your guardians are
Correct.
advising you. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So that is where that's why if you can see me, right, I'm quite composed because I'm very confident to where to go.
Okay, yeah.
I'm not like where.
Then for me, it's like wherever you go, I'll just follow because I really don't.
So
To be truthful, yeah.
yeah,
On level four, when we go up the same corridor, then there's a turn. Then there was a turn when you were asking your Foxy, say, should we turn inside me? I say no. I don't know why. My alarm is ringing saying no. I think better not. Something
I saw
is
something, you know, actually.
that
I saw
the level
something.
4 that
Level
okay.
4. But that one I never share. Because I
Is
don't want
it
to scare anybody.
how about now? Is it
Yeah,
convenient to
I will
share?
share, I will share. So we talk about the third floor first. Okay,
Okay,
third
let's
floor.
go.
So for any kind of parapex, right? If you notice, with each level, the energy is always
It's
changing.
different. Yes,
Different, yeah,
different.
it's different. So the place I feel that has the highest activity regardless whether it's spiritual or human activity is second floor is the most busy.
Yes.
Third floor, I can really feel the energy shift is different, you know, to the point that why does it feel so solemn over here? Why does it feel so gloomy? But I never share. This one, everything usually I won't share. Anything that's negative, I will not share with the people
No,
in this one because I don't want them to be affected.
Correct.
So that is where when I walk, I'm not sure whether I share with you or the viewer. I say that I do not know why, guys, but I feel like I want to scream, I want to cry, I want to laugh at the same time and roll on the floor. I see like that. Yeah, so that is where, right, the moment I step on the third floor, the entity over there has already tried to penetrate through my mind, my psyche.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and my psyche is very strong. My mind is very strong. And the fact that they are actually trying to force it to open, right? That's why I'm like, alamak, this one is not something to play with. Means to say they are of a specific level. The fact that they can easily conceive themselves, right, is already an indication is this one is cannot mess around. Yeah, so that is where I told you, can you just give me a while? I need to do something first.
Yeah, you took a break or something.
Yeah, so that is where I was actually trying to pull the energetic cord to pull it out. If not, I confirm we will be possessed over there. Confirm will be possessed.
Yeah. And it's just on level 3.
Yeah, this is level 3. So when we were entering the rooms, like one of the room that you see that I don't know why I feel like there is something over here, something like that.
Yeah, you told me there's a dark entity with red eyes or something.
Correct. So actually, before you even say, my viewer already say, Mama, inside the room got one black figure. So I'm like, got black figure? Come, let's go inside. You know me, right? Come, let's go inside. Yeah, so that is where I was like, Mana, where is this thing? Alamak, it's hiding behind the corner of the room lah.
Which is quite normal for them to be.
And if you want to know, right, usually that particular species is always
Mm.
the leader of that particular domain.
Area.
Lightning
Yes. Very nice mood to tell your stories.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
usually that particular species, Malay call it genderuwo.
Oh.
So genderuwo, right? The appearance of a genderuwo is usually tall, dark. It's like Chewbacca like that.
Mm.
It's Chewbacca, but the coat, right, is black in color. Very long, hairy thing, black in color, red eyes. The fang, right, is like that.
Okay. Okay.
So I was surprised, like, why are you just keeping quiet? It's like it's not in your nature to be quiet because usually these things are very aggressive.
Oh.
So he's just standing there, like, so I was like, Assalamualaikum, just say my greeting and then like we come in peace, blah, blah, blah. And then ciao lah. So I actually was talking to one of my Foxy. You know what he said or not? Mama, do you know that one of the room actually, if you focus properly, right, one of the wardrobe, he say one of the wardrobe, it looks like it was breathing. The wardrobe is breathing. And it's so visible through the screen, the lens of the screen. And I said, where got time to look at the wardrobe to see whether breathing or not?
Wardrobe.
Wardrobe.
I can't remember any room with any more wardrobe, or maybe it's dismantled already lah. Because the whole
No,
place really
because
like
correct. My
the whole
focus
place
was
like
on wardrobe.
okay,
Yeah,
interesting.
so that is where in the same room, remember in the same room where the big entity was, suddenly your headlamp died.
Yes. Oh, yeah. So we have three lights. Army has two light. I have one, but I remember my headlamp is not those really high lumens type, so it can last a long time. I remember I charged it on the previous Parabags and I didn't use so much on that Parabag. So by right, the battery should last quite a while. Even by this point, it's not even an hour when we went for our walk. Then it's just it's not like go weak and then it just went blank. Then for you, you have one normal stick torchlight and one you both also start to drain very fast.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't think that's coincidental. Then and also another thing, we have Sonia's Rodney, the mosquito swabber. Also,
Oh my god.
I said, hey, how come this one no battery?
You see, the funny thing was, Chacha was also having that thing in base.
Outside. Yeah.
Ours was, it should last at the same time, man.
Yes. And then I believe this kind of thing, right, is only when you keep swabbing when the electrical field was. Then you drain, this one is just no battery. Yeah. So it's like, okay lah, maybe they are draining our equipment instead of our own energy, I suppose. Yeah.
But usually for high spiritual beings, they will drain all these devices. Even for myself, I have the tendency to drain from electrical devices. Because there was this one, more often than not already, a lot of the devices, right, for the parabags that you weren't present, I think.
Kota tinggi kan?
Yeah, kota tinggi! It's fully charged. Drain.
Same thing.
My podcast with Sabah Tausi's podcast, drain. They say fully charged, the battery all can last for 4 hours. Drain. Everything. They replace the battery with new ones, drain.
Yeah.
So that is where when we were walking, right, still on the third floor, when we were walking, our lights one by one starts to get weakened. So I'm already like, alamak, because I have astig, I cannot see in the dark. So safety is really a priority back then. Correct, so I was really contemplating whether we turn back or we should really continue. So that's where I'm like, okay, how about, because my chest light is dying, but I was charging the torch.
Yeah, the torch. We still have
So I
your
keep playing like to rotate, rotate, rotate. That is
rotate.
where actually right, my advisor already say after third floor, go down. They already tell me third floor go down, but I stubborn. I want to know what is on the fourth floor. I want to know.
Yeah.
So that is where when we head to the fourth floor, the vibes is so off. It's
Okay,
like it's really bad, man.
what kind of vibe you had on level 4? Because we are the only at this point we are the only one who went level 4.
Correct. You share with me first. What do you feel?
I think it between us, or I remember somebody told me, suddenly like this place very cold, or the temperature like a bit different. Yeah, no, it's not like I feel that, but on level 4, right? I mentioned when we go by the same corridor, to the turn point, then you were asking whether your Foxy, whether should we turn. Then I have inside me telling me that no, I think we shouldn't go. Then once we turn back, right, I didn't dare to look at all the rooms on the left and the right. It's all dark. I mentioned the rooms are really dark. There were like by right, because the windows are open, right? There should be some night light. No, but these rooms are really dark. I don't know why. Then I can feel while I'm talking now, I feel my goosebumps. People are looking at us. You can feel I don't dare to look left and right. So we move, then we regroup with them at the isolation point. That's how I feel. It's like level 4 really don't play around. Daytime don't have this
No
kind of
problem.
thing.
Correct. So that is where when we actually went on the fourth floor, right? I already felt the vibe is off, but I never share with you because I don't want to scare you.
Okay.
Yeah, so that is where when we walk, right, there were a few obstacles here and there. But if you had noticed, right, there was this one part. I turned and I said, okay guys, let's go back now.
That was the one. Yeah.
Yeah, so that is where thankfully my guides actually put a barrier between us and the other side. That's why we cannot see beyond. That's why we cannot see beyond. Because what I actually see what was beyond, and it's terrifying. So imagine, imagine the third room, the big black creature, the energy is already so bad. So the moment when we step on the fourth floor, I could already feel that this impending sense of doom. So I'm like, alamak, what have I gotten myself into? But then I try to maintain as possible. Like, I don't want to be like, oh no.
Yeah, imagine you go hysterical. I don't know what to do.
Die.
Die.
So that is where when I turn left, I turn to the right. Even though it's like a veil. In a spiritual world, there is a veil. So from the entity's point of view, he cannot see us.
Okay.
That is why that thing never come towards us charging. But for me, I can see what is. It's like when you are in aquarium, ocean world are like that. But only that it's like cannot see. So like imagine the big black thing, right? The thing on the fourth floor is much bigger than the one that is on the third floor.
But is it the same type? No.
Not the same species. It's bigger, eyes still red, but then crouching like that.
Wow. So imagine we really walk towards that direction, don't know what happened.
Don't know what happened, really.
Okay.
So that is where we were like, okay, thankfully that our intuition is telling us, okay, time to go down, we go down. Yeah. So that is where you set for the isolation. Yeah. So that is where actually, right, before you guys even set for the isolation, there was movements in the toilet. I think that was the toilet, the one that is beside the stairs.
We're talking about the other wing already now, right?
The one that you and Sarah sat on the stairs.
The stairs. Yeah, beside the stairs. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. There was
ni busy ni, yeah, so that is
something
where
inside.
That's where to me it's very frustrating because when I invite them to come forward, right? Yes,
They don't want. Yeah.
they came forward,
Oh, they came
but
forward.
they never play with the equipments.
Ah, yes, yes, yes. We didn't hear any rampart or EMF.
Yeah. So from your side, you guys never hear any rampart.
No,
From
no.
the base where we were, the
Uh,
rampart was beeping.
how do you explain that?
It's not just us. It's not just me. You know,
The viewers can hear the rampart.
I right here. I'm not sure if the viewers can hear, but the three of us where we were, we can hear the rampart. Hey, rampart activated. Rampart bunyi.
Confirm don't have from outside.
Yeah. So that is where the viewers actually able to screenshot footages,
Yeah,
they
yeah,
have
yeah.
sightings. And I'm like, see, I know confirm got have one. I know have because I
Yeah.
can feel them come.
Uh, no, no, no. We sitting there. We can feel them. Just that they don't want to. We invite Sarah invited them. Say if you are here, maybe can show us by the
You
rampart.
feel the one on the top floor looking down?
No,
Like,
no. I mean they. A lot of people. I was reading the live stream, the chat. They say because I was
behind
wearing
you,
white. They say the guy on the white behind you or something. So I don't
behind you.
dare to.
They got the picture, you see the picture or
Yeah,
not?
I
I'm like,
want.
oh, lama,
Yeah,
amazing,
I saw the
man.
picture. Yeah, I saw the picture. Yeah,
Superb, you know.
yeah. So these are the non leader type lah. I was a bit the
So
resident.
when I consulted with my spiritual advice, my guides lah, it's like,
Mm.
why is it like this? Why is it like this? So their answer is simple. Wherever that it is a building or wherever it is a hotel, right?
Mm.
They do not hold the hierarchy system
Oh.
because anyone can come, anyone can come, anyone can go.
You want to go?
Ah,
Sounds like a human hotel.
yeah. It's like that. Anyone can
Okay.
come, anyone can go. And the
Uh,
one that even no matter how powerful, right, they cannot rule. They cannot rule over the
uh,
rest. But
uh,
because the one on the top floor is the strongest, that's why he has the whole level to himself. It's like penthouse there.
uh,
Ah, it's funny, right? Very strange.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's why
Then
to me,
uh,
I'm so used to entering jungle.
ah,
That is where the
there's
construct
a
is much
hierarchy there.
more, yeah, the
Uh,
hierarchy system.
ah,
Mm,
how about
mm.
residential house? Is it more hierarchy?
Residential house, no hierarchy.
No hierarchy also.
No.
So anything with a roof, there's no hierarchy.
Anything that is compartmented. Compartmented.
Uh,
Mm.
okay, okay. Uh, then you remember, af- then our isolation is supposed to be 30 minutes, but you all cut short to 15 minutes. Was there a reason, or you felt that there wasn't any activity? So Achit say maybe just put the door there. Was that the reason, or something more
15 minutes.
ominous?
You guys
Yeah,
sat for 15 minutes.
15 minutes. Yeah.
Ah. But from ours, we felt like so.
Seem
I'm
longer.
not sure the reason why. I'm not
Uh,
sure.
but then they put the door there, right? Oh, before they put the door, you all were asking who want to do solo isolation. Remember? Then none of us, of
Oh yeah,
course, yeah, none
of
of us.
course.
But do you all feel that it's not safe to do solo there also?
Not safe. Oh, uh, what was the reason? I can't remember. But I know that when I tap onto both of your energy, right, I feel like it's not stable.
No, yeah,
It's
yeah, okay.
not
I
solid.
I was already start to shaking. I was already
Yeah,
shaking. I wasn't scared, but my body start to shake. My voice start to quiver. Yeah.
yeah. So I can't remember. Maybe that's why we propose like, how about 5 minutes left? Then we just call them
Mm.
over because from where I am, right, and from how I see you guys,
Mm.
I see your mana,
Yeah.
your chi
Uh,
already like
going down, going down.
yeah.
Yeah.
So cannot already.
Of course, ma. The place, the crowd there is already overwhelming our own
Correct.
energy. Yeah.
So
Then
and some more two big men I cannot afford to carry it.
Yeah.
Ah,
Then when we were at the door is doing the capturing the within the live stream, we were waiting at the other side. Then you remember you saw something that Archie went to run after.
oh snap!
What do
That
you
one.
see? What do you see?
Actually, actually, that one I didn't see anything, but I could
Really?
hear something ruffling at the back, at the
Ah,
place where the isolation was. I could literally see my hair stand already. I
ah,
could literally hear there were ruffling, means to say someone is meddling something over there. That's why I'm like,
ah,
oh my god. I was like going to Archie like, oh my god. And then
ah,
Archie turned. That's where Archie saw an apparition like a phantom like that
ah,
going inside the room. That's why he gave
ah.
chase.
Yeah, lor.
He gave chase, and then that is where he saw the thing was standing in this one particular place whereby he wanted to chase and go follow.
But
But
you the
thankfully his
thing jumped into the
discernment
shaft.
correct.
Ah,
So that is where, because Archie is also protected. That is why he
ah.
there was a force that actually that hold him back.
Okay, okay. Yeah, if
Mm.
not, he will. Yeah, might also run. No, no, but I don't think he will want to chase to the point that he want to capture the.
You might never know. You might
Yeah, we
never
never
know.
know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then at the end of the live stream, we went back to the
The Musola, yeah.
Mushala. Yeah. Then
When we met,
the
so
lagging.
because
Uh,
Archie still wanted to explore to just hit the key the time lah, the timing
correct.
right. So that
We
is where
just
we
our
tested.
isolation was short. Yeah.
Because remember in the day we didn't explore the Musola.
No, no, no. Nobody even know that it was there.
Yes. So that is where I say, Archie, you should really check this place out.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that is where the moment when he enters the room, I funnily his camera kept his live stream kept lagging.
Correct.
Yeah, so that's why I'm like, okay, something is weird
Wrong.
lah. Because when I
Mm.
go, no problem, what. But when he go, got problem. So that is where um I have to do what I need to do while he put his camera by the entrance of the room. So the funny thing is, through my eye, right? Remember the one that keeps telling us to get out, get out, get out. Even when
It's not
Archie
about
went
that.
inside,
Uh,
when Archie went inside, she kept pestering him to get out. This is not your place. Get out, get out, get out.
oh.
Yeah. So the funny thing is, when Archie left the room, even just by him standing nearby the entrance of the room, the things inside the room cannot leave the premise.
Oh.
I do not know why.
Uh,
So she's just standing literally. So imagine this is the exit, right? She's just
uh,
standing there.
uh,
So strange.
yes, yes. Maybe was entrapped there or something. But
Don't know.
I mean, our audience, there wasn't any activity. I think the EMF, not, no activity, nothing. But audience of the live stream
Saw
was,
things.
yeah,
They saw
sorting.
things.
No,
Which to me like, maybe this is pareidolia. To me, I will always, even though I'm a
yeah, yeah, yeah,
spiritualist, I always think of the rational things,
yeah,
pareidolia.
yeah,
But even when Archie he see like, oh yeah, we on our torch and then we shine, try to
mm,
confirm like what we are seeing. Different.
mm,
It's different. So that is where when everyone is still focused in the room, right? I am the overall as the overall spiritual
mm,
safety officer. I was, even though I remember you were here. Archie kept
mm,
moving around, so I
mm.
focusing on you here. I focusing on Sarah and
Arai was
Arai.
sitting on the steps. Yeah.
Both of them were sitting on the stairs. So
Mm,
actually, energetically, right? I even though my vision is to the camera, I can sense Sarah's energy vibration, right? It's already like flickering, like
yeah. He
tit.
mentioned he in the interview he said that he's getting very tired.
Oh my god,
He
lagging,
doesn't know why.
lagging.
Yeah. So
Wait, lagging.
Arai also experienced something there.
Kiki,
Hmm.
lagging.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I think it's okay, one. Can still continue recording. We had
Okay,
this
that's fine.
before. Yeah.
All right, so that is where I I thought my concern is more to Sarah, but I can feel that he was reciting his prayers, so I don't have much worry.
Mm.
But when I was trying to sense Arai, is like silence. I don't
Oh.
sense anything. So I'm like,
Mm.
where is this guy? Like, where is this guy? So that's why I had to turn and see both of them. That's why I saw Sarah was like trying to compose himself. But
Mm.
this Arai is his head gone already. Don't know go where.
Oh.
Don't know go where. That's why I'm like, okay, never mind. I just keep an eye on him lah.
Yeah,
So
just in case. Uh,
that is where when we were about to leave that place,
uh,
okay, come, let's go. Remember? Okay, come, let's go. Everyone was about to move. He was still there sitting like, do you notice or
um,
not?
I think so. He was a bit slow to
He was
reacting
slow
to.
because the process stopped already. So that's why I'm like, I just stand in front of him and just like,
Mm,
and then when we hit back, that's where all the chaos happened. What?
the scratches on the neck and
Actually, the
everything.
chaos is it during that point itself where he said that he felt like a stinging pain on his neck or something like that.
That was that's
That
that point lah.
place.
From that point where I
Yeah.
believe
So
before that there wasn't. Yeah.
yeah. So that is where when I was looking at the beings inside the room,
Mm.
I asked telepathically, I asked like, is this your doing?
Oh,
But then they were like,
they cannot come out.
exactly, they were like,
Mm.
so that is where I asked, I asked him, tadi kau nampak budak tak? Do you see a child or not just now?
Ah.
Do you see a child or not? Because he shared something about just now when he
Something
was
ran
starting
towards.
when he was starting his tour, he saw a kid or an apparition of a kid keep dashing here and there.
Mm.
Yeah.
So that maybe that was the one that playing with him.
Actually, he wasn't playing with him.
Oh,
Actually, that thing
something
wanted
more
his
malicious.
attention. He wanted the
Oh,
thing
ah.
wanted his attention, but he was ignoring. That's why the
Okay.
thing got frustrated.
But what if he give attention? Then you will leech on upon Araya.
Actually, depending lah, because it can either because for me, remember the lady,
The lady that guiding us. Yeah.
yeah. So the lady, regardless whether I acknowledge her or not, she will still linger around. You see, so because the fact that I acknowledge her, I can utilize her as something that
Okay.
is productive. So that is how actually, if let's say Arai can actually see lah, because he is a normal human being, he cannot see. That is why like what to do. Even if I can see, I acknowledge, and then what, you know?
Yeah. Same. I would same response as well. Yeah.
Yeah. So that is why it is very important. I always do a briefing, right? After Arai or even for yourself, I say at any point of time, if you feel unsafe, you feel like you want to do something like that, let me know immediately. But did he do that? I'm not trying to pinpoint or blame him lah. But then it happened. It happened it already happened. You see, because to me, I don't want it to the point when shit happens, right, and then I'm to blame for not doing a proper job. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. Understand.
Yeah. Because overall safety spiritually is me.
Yeah, you're the one. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have to overlook for everybody. Those who were inside, those who outside, part of
Inside
the
and
whole.
outside.
Yeah. That
So
definitely
that is
you.
why when we were outside, when I was looking through his wound, right, I was trying to trace. So I was tracing who is the culprit. And then I said, hey, this one is child's claw. This one is child's claw. This one is not Pontianak.
Not adult. Yeah.
This is small.
So it's just seeking attention, the
Correct.
entity.
It means no harm, actually. It means no harm.
Okay, then that's good. Then overall, how the feel of the place? Do you
The feel
feel?
of the
I mean, as
place,
compared.
honestly, if you were to ask me, if you were to offer me to go there again, even if you were to pay me to go there again, I don't want to go. I don't like to go where places
uh,
is
you
affecting my mind.
mm, mm,
Yeah, no good.
yeah. So imagine Ami is the spiritual protect defender for the whole group. If she's gone, I don't know. It's free for
You're on
all.
your
For
own. You're on your own.
we are on
Oh,
our own.
belakang
Yeah,
pusing, belakang pusing, belakang pusing.
yeah. So, but for this also tells our viewers who are will be interested to join our Parabags in the future. We
Yes,
definitely have okay. The three safety that we Achik mentioned before. The the first one about the place we over. If we can see, we'll make sure that everybody is safe.
yes, the way.
And then when you go for this night walk or whatever, the place where we go are always we'll try to look out for each other and
Yes,
not to go too far away. Then you don't know because it's dark. You don't know where you will
correct,
be
correct.
in danger. Then the spiritual part, Army will be the one to
Yes,
overlook. Yeah, yeah. So that part is covered lah. Emotional safety. That one is really up to yourself. It
correct.
can bother you, but we can talk about it when we are there. So
Yeah.
yeah, as I mentioned to Sarah, it's like yeah, I mean, once experience is good enough, but it's a very interesting experience for myself, lah, I would say. Yeah.
That is why for me, right, personally, I welcome skeptics.
Mm.
If you don't believe in the spiritual world, I love you.
Yeah, welcome to
Really.
join us. Welcome to join us. Uh, I mean, you can hold your skepticism, but please take care of each other, lah. That's all I say.
Correct.
Okay, thank you today to Ami for joining us. You want to share your platform, your social media, so that people can join you for your TikTok
Social
live
handle.
stream.
Firstly, I would like to
Yes,
thank TK here for giving me the
no problem.
opportunity to
Mm,
talk with you, to share my experience for the
yeah,
previous Paraback trip in Batam. So, for those people who are interested to get to know me more closer, more deeper, based on what I am doing as a professional spiritualist, professional spiritual consultant, therapist, and also healer, you can follow me on my social handle Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook, the Foxy Oracle.
Oracle.
Yeah.
Mm. I will put in our video as well.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, thank you.
Thank you so
Ah.
much. I really appreciate you. Take care.